Good morning, friends. Welcome to Take Two for this Tuesday, the 28th of May, 2019. I'm Jeannie. I'm very glad that I could be with you today. I'm going to keep this short and sweet today because something is just heavy in my heart, and I feel like I need to say it. Now, yesterday I shared a little bit about when your birthday falls on a holiday or a special event in your life falls on what's normally a holiday, and I discussed that, and I talked about the fact that it was Michael's birthday yesterday, but it was also Memorial Day. And while I was sharing this, I was doing it in the context of that it was a holiday because we had a 3-day weekend. Now, I wasn't saying that Memorial Day is some kind of holiday, like you should have a party and it's a holiday, and completely ignoring what the deeper meaning of what Memorial Day is. Now, I love my country. I really consider myself a patriotic person. I love America. I'm proud of our flag, and I'm proud of those who served and serve in the military, those particularly who gave their lives, those who were in combat, like my father in World War II, and I never make light of that because to me, that is something extremely important that we should always remember and respect. So it was almost in my heart, after I got done with my segment and I was rewatching it to load it into the YouTube channel, I was listening to myself and I thought, my goodness, not once did I say anything about let's honor the fallen or anything like that on Memorial Day because I was so focused on sharing the fact that it was a holiday and it was Michael's birthday and he had a day off and all this kind of stuff. And it was almost as if I was disrespecting or dissing the fact that Memorial Day has the impact that it has and the significance. Now, I must say this. Nobody contacted me and said, how dare you? How could you disrespect Memorial Day that way by talking about it as a holiday like it's some kind of party day? I was not saying that, and nobody said that to me, but I kind of felt it in my heart. So I feel like I owe an apology to you, my viewers, my listeners, to say that there was no dissing intended. That was an unintentional diss. So that brings my whole point of today's Take Two, and that is this. There are times where we unintentionally disrespect or say something rude or say something insulting, and people get very, very offended on the other end. Sometimes it happens because of language barriers. We talked about that in past Take Twos, how people from different countries that English is not their first language may say something and it ends up that it could be used as a swear word, and they don't realize it because it doesn't mean that when they learned it, or that sort of thing. Or even a gesture could mean something different in a different country. So sometimes we unintentionally say something that comes out disrespectfully, and that was not the intention. So here's what I'm going to challenge you with today, boys and girls. If it suddenly hits you that you have unintentionally dissed somebody, this is what I say you do. Like it hit me that I unintentionally may have done that. Apologize, move on. Fix it and move on. If the other people who may have been offended continue to stay offended, it's no longer your responsibility, especially if you've done this unintentionally. Okay, likewise, if you are approached by somebody who tells you that you disrespected them, or they felt that you spoke disrespectfully, or that you shouldn't have said what you said, or given an example the way you did, or that kind of thing, again, apologize and move on. Whether or not they accept it is their responsibility. Okay, now on the opposite side, let me bring some balance here. On the opposite side, if somebody says or does something that you feel may have been disrespectful, maybe they didn't even realize that they had done this. Now, decide in your heart first, is it even necessary for me to address this? Is it even necessary? Am I offended for the wrong reasons, okay? Is this offensive? Now, if that's the case, let it go, okay? But if it is something that could be potentially harmful, maybe you hear them using a word that is a slang where they come from, even another part of the United States, and you know other people are going to be around and they're going to be using this word repeatedly, then approach it, gently approach it, gently point it out, and whether or not they accept it on the other end is their responsibility, not yours. You know you've done what you can. Now, don't get offended by every little thing, okay? Because sometimes different people say different things in different ways. Stop and ask yourself why you're offended, first of all. And then if it is something that you see potentially that could be harmful or disrespectful to many others, you might want to gently approach it. But here's the biggest point of all with all of these scenarios I just shared with you. Do it and move on. Don't stay down there. Don't dwell down there. Do it, say it, apologize if necessary, approach it if necessary, then move on. Because the last thing you want to do is prolong any kind of intended or unintended dissing. Okay? You got it? All right. Now, go be a blessing to somebody today. You may end up being the only one who is. And if you know somebody who's been offended by something, go be an encouragement to them and maybe point out to them why it's not necessary for them to be offended. Or if it is genuine, tell them, look, just take care of your end and move on. Okay? Be an encouragement that way. Don't forget to tune in to my radio station, WRMZ.org. Click that listen button, and great music, great programming, great everything. And, of course, don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel at Jeanne Sigler, JeanneSigler. Hit the subscribe button and hit the notification button. Hit that little bell. You'll be notified every time another Take Two gets posted. Okay, everybody, tomorrow is Wednesday, is hump day. So I hope that you have a great Tuesday. I hope it's blessed. I hope it's a terrific Tuesday. And I will see you tomorrow, okay? Love you. Bye-bye.